Here, I introduce different products and services to illustrate how the analytic tool help us for the cyber risk management. I borrow a framework from the ISO 31000 to explain how could we take the user's perspective on those tools. First of all, we will establish the context. And secondly, we will identify the risks, analyze the risks, evaluate risks. We call these three processes as a risk assessment. Finally, we will find the risk treatment solutions to complete the whole process. In Chinese Taipei, there's a top 3 cybersecurity threats in 2020. The hacker will use flank or side attacks to attack your non-core systems. This is a top 1 cybersecurity threat. And secondly, there's a zero-day vulnerabilities. This is the second top threat. The third one is a weak endpoint protections. To ensure the cybersecurity supply chain risk management for policymakers, how to face the new challenges of cyber attacks on high-tech manufacturing industries here. For the risk analysis and evaluations, how to foster cyber resilience on top leading firm and its supply chains, including small and medium enterprises. For the risk treatment stage, how to enhance cybersecurity postures and products based on international standards and practice over different sizes of firm. Here, we have 5+2 innovative industrial policies. The first one is smart manufacturing. The second one is Asia Silicon Valley Plan, or we call it IoT technology. And the third one is agricultural industry. The fourth and fifth one is green energy and the circular economy. And the sixth one is a biomedical industry. The final one is a defense industry, including cybersecurity. Here we have a policy called cybersecurity is economy securities. For the executive end, let's set up the cybersecurity action plan. They want to extend the workforce to 10,000. They want to support the 40 startups. They want to establish the 21 cybersecurity standards. They want to raise industry annual production and want to indirectly boost the annual value and sales to the rest of those industries. For the Industrial Development Bureau, they set up a new promotion plan this year. They want to promote cybersecurity protection and incident response. Also, they want to upgrade to robust cybersecurity products. Finally, they want to encourage export of cybersecurity solutions. For the insurance industry, how do cyber insurance assess cyber risk? For the underwriters that would like to know the policyholders' critical digital assets, such as data, application, and infrastructure, etc. And they would like to know where are those critical assets located and who has a right to access them. So the key rating factors were including the industry classes, geographical distribution, and volume and types of the critical information. For the protection process, they would like to know how the policy holders protect those critical assets. And the rating factor would be the level of cyber maturity and outsource and vendors risk management. For the detect process, how would the policyholders detect any issues like a user notifications? For the rating factors, they would like to know the level of cyber maturity. For the response process, they would like to know the policyholder response to an incident, such as a disaster recovery plan, DRP, and the business continuity plan, BCP. For the rating factor, you would like to check the level of cyber maturity. Finally, for the quantification stage, how would the policyholders quantify the financial impact? The rating factor would be the revenue of the policyholders. So let's introduce a cyber risk quantification tool. First of all, for the Chief Financial Officer, how to quantify a cyber risk for a business. For the viewpoint of the brokers, how to create a set of risk transfer options requested by clients over different industry types. And the risk treatment would be a risk quantification tool to provide estimates of frequency and the severity for the both privacy breach and network outage incident. Here we introduce the cyber quantify solutions. This solution will support all geographies, drawing upon over 25,000 global incidents for both internal and external sources. Here, we will distribute and calculate all possible expense over different incidents, and also will draw a map to show the number of records and the total cost for our client. Finally, we will suggest our client with the different insurance options and to show which option is best suited for their needs. Secondly, we will introduce a cyber risk posture tool for the business leaders, how to manage cyber risk posture over years, which proven cyber risk standards and compliance practice to develop cyber risk posture across different industry sectors. Finally, we suggest that the NIST CSF as a proper framework for cyber risk posture and a global survey for its benchmarking purpose across the industry sectors. Here we introduce a cyber risk profile diagnosis and its survey. For the cyber risk profile diagnosis solution, we rate their questionnaires in terms of 5 functions as a management dashboard. Also, the survey will use a NIST CSF framework to calculate and all the survey scores by industry, by region, and the different data set. And for the CISOs, they would like to know who are their SMEs. One of the cybersecurity vendors, they collect the samples, almost 2 million samples, and they will analyze the different attacks across 61 countries and identify the 55 groups. Here we introduce the threat intelligence platform for the IT and cybersecurity people who are our high-profile cyber attackers. What are their attack methods? Is it possible to take some avoidance action before attack? Finally, an intelligent platform to collect and to organize information from multiple sources and formats for external threat. Here we introduce their solutions. The solution will share the different type of report bi-weekly, bi-monthly, and for their comprehensive analysis. Also, there's a database with the search engine. The users can search their file name, hash data, IP address, domain name, and ATP campaign name for their specific purpose. And another tool, threat hunting platform, is introduced. Is any advanced persistent threat with my company? For the risk analysis and evaluation, what's the health status of all endpoints in enterprise? For the risk treatment, is any advanced threat hunting tool with the capability in compromise assessment on internal threat? The solution is discussed. There's a sample report. The sample report will show different threat with the 5 level. The level 5 to level 1 shows a different level of cyber risks. Also, the report will show their auto investigation, how the hackers with the later movement and to try to expand their attack capabilities. And it will help you to identify unknown hacking behavior. Another tool was extended detection and response, called XDR. For the IT and cybersecurity, how to manage alert overload from many different systems for business. For IT and cybersecurity, can an advanced security platform with artificial and expert intelligence to reduce false alarm. The new tool, XDR, is introduced as an advanced cyber detection and response tool by integration multiple security products. Here we introduce their solutions. First of all, the solution will quickly visualize the story and attack. And also, it will suggest the user how to isolate infect endpoint for the risk mitigations. Another tool is a breach and attack simulation. For the IT and cybersecurity people, how to test organizational cybersecurity postures, how an existing security control and defense capability verified continually and constantly by automated testing tool. A new breach and attack simulation tool as a solution for conducting scriptable drills to test all phases of an attack at the limit risk. Here we introduce their solution. For their solutions, they will set up a drill for different users and the different machines. For example, the lab 2 user didn't pass the test, and you will know the result, which user or which equipment will be passed or fail the test. And this automatic tool will increase the capability of the user's defense resources. Finally, we'll introduce digital forensics. For the incident response team, where to start investigation without any advanced tool on hand. How to identify a potential incident by analyzing attack sequence hidden in operation systems. A new tool, digital forensics, as a handy in-field tool for effective root cause analysis and automatic file backup for future investigation. Here we introduce their solutions. The solution will identify the key Windows artifact in just a few minutes and also back up the critical files for the future investigations. Later, we'll introduce the big data and deep data comparison.